साक्षी समान रहित मोह नांगी सदा पालया जनन जनन तनन तनन तोम जनन जनन तनन तनन तोम जनन जनन तनन तनन जनन जनन तनन तनन तोम तोम जनन जनन तनन तनन तोम तोम जनन जनन तनन तनन गीत धुनि कुतक धीम नात्र कीट तोम नाच रहे गोरी ताई तै तै तुम तेरे तुम गीत धुनि कुतक धीम नात्र कीट तोम नाच रहे गोरी ताई तै तै तुम तेरे तुम गीत धुनि कुतक धीम नात्र कीट तोम नाच रहे गोरी ताई तै तै तुम तेरे तुम गीत धुनि कुतक धीम तान गावे तक तल तै तै तान गावे तक तल तै तै तान गावे तक तल तै तै तक तना धीम तकिड तक धीम धीम तकिड तक धीम धीम तकिड तक धीम हट तू मत गीत धुनि कुतक धीम.
What a truly amazing performance. Well done, Marian Dance Club. And now to formally welcome our distinguished guests and to address the gathering, I invite Dr. Father Shaiju K.S., Vice Principal for College, to deliver the welcome address.
In every vibrant democracy, elected representatives serve as the guardian of democratic institutions, while the people who elect them remain the true custodians of its spirit and values. In that sense, this venue becomes historic today, as the elected representatives and the people who elect them come together for a meaningful interaction and dialogue. Honorable Rahul ji, K.C. Venugopal ji, Dean Kuriakos sir, Administrator, Reverend Fathers, faculty members, and my dear students. It is therefore a great privilege and honor for us to welcome such a distinguished leader to our campus for this special interaction with the students. On behalf of management, the principal, manager, faculty members, and the entire students community, I am happy to extend our warmest and most heartful welcome to our distinguished guest. We are deeply honored to welcome Sri Rahul Gandhi, Leader of Opposition of Lower House of Parliament, a national leader who has consistently emphasized the importance of democracy, inclusiveness, and the active participation of youth in shaping the future of our country. Sir, your willingness to engage directly with the students reflects your strong belief in the power and potential of youth mind. भारत की लोकतांत्रिक परंपरा को मजबूत करने और युवाओं की आवाज को सुनने वाले प्रेरणादायक नेताओं श्री राहुल गांधी जी का हम मैरियन कॉलेज हृदय से स्वागत करते हैं. We are equally honored to welcome Sri K.C. Venugopal ji, our eminent parliamentarian and a respected voice in Indian politics. Sir, your long-standing service to public and your dedication to democratic institutions are widely admired. Hearty welcome to Marian College, sir. Our warm welcome also goes to Sri Sunny Joseph, sir, President of KPCC and a respected public leader known for his commitment to democratic values and public service. Your presence adds great significance to this occasion. We also extend our warm welcome to Sri Dean Kuriakose, sir, Honorable Member of Parliament and a dynamic leader known for his close engagement with the youth and the people. Sir, your continued efforts to connect with the students and encourage their participation in public discourse are deeply appreciated. Hearty welcome to Marian, sir. Today's program is not merely a formal gathering. It's a meaningful platform for dialogue, a space where young minds can engage with the national leaders and to ask questions, share ideas, and reflect the challenges and possibilities that lie before our country. Students present represent the energy, creativity, and hope of our society. When young people interact with the leaders who are actively shaping the nation's policies and democratic process, it becomes an enriching experience for both sides. Dear students and faculty members, today it's a valuable opportunity for us to listen, reflect, and engage. I encourage you all the most of this interaction by asking thoughtful questions and participating with enthusiasm and respect. I welcome all the faculty members, fathers, sisters, and the students community to this gathering. Once again, on behalf of the institution, I extend warm welcome to Sri Rahul Gandhi ji, Sri Ukasi Venugopal ji, and Sri Dean Kuriakose, and all the dignitaries of this gathering. Your presence here will certainly inspire our young minds to think critically, act responsibly, and contribute meaningfully to the future of our nation. Thank you once again for being with us. I warmly welcome all and wish this interaction a truly enriching and memorable one. Thank you.
Thank you, Father, for your inspiring words and for setting the tone for what promises to be a truly memorable event here at Marian College. Before we invite our distinguished guests for an interactive session, it is my pleasure to call upon Ms. Swati Krishna S. Nair, Academic Quality Coordinator, School of Social Work, IHM Australia, who is here to introduce our esteemed chief guest and to facilitate today's interaction. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, Davis. Hello, dear Marian College. Ellavarkum ende vineedamaya namaskaram. Today is not just an occasion, it's a defining moment. From these rural hills, from this land that has always stood for hard work, resilience, and unwavering spirit, Marian College rises with pride, and today it is honored by the presence of a visionary leader. This is not just a visit, it is a recognition that the voices, aspirations, and strength of our hill region matter in shaping the future of our nation. For all of us who come from these hills, this moment carries a deeper meaning because it tells every young mind here that no dream is too distant and no place is too remote to be a part of the nation's progress. Rahul Gandhi ji is not just a politician by a title or legacy. He is a man who has chosen to walk the dusty roads of our nation to find the heartbeat of its people. From the heights of the Himalayas to the tip of Kanyakumari, he has shown us that leadership isn't about the seat you hold, but the people you hold close to your heart. Beyond the member of parliament and the leader of the opposition, there is a good human being, a man who speaks of opening a shop of love in a market of hatred. I humbly welcome Honorable Leader of Opposition, Sri Rahul Gandhi ji, to the dais to have the interactive session. Dear sir, I humbly welcome you to the dais. Dear friends, this is the moment to rise above the party politics, beyond the narrow division of caste and religion, and share our dreams for India, our motherland, with him. The time has come. He is here to listen. Let your voice be heard. Share your thoughts. So can we start the interactive session? Yes. So let us start with the student. He first interacted sitting near to him, Dinashri. Come on, it's your time for your question.
Who's going to be sitting here? Great. Hello. It's fine. Whatever they want. पानी थोड़ा कम दे दो बस ठीक है नॉन मिनट Thank you for inviting me.
Welcome, sir. It's my pleasure.
So, sir, my name is Dinashri. I am from first year BSW, School of Social Work. So, I am here to tell about Kalaripaita. Kalaripaita is shortened as Kalari. So, Kalari is divided as two parts. So, first is Tekkan and second one is Vadakkan. That Tek means south and Vadak means northern style. So I am following Vadakkan style. So
there are two totally different styles.
Yeah.
Are there commonality between them or not at all?
What, sir?
Is there commonality between the two styles?
There is common and there is a little bit different.
Difference also, okay.
So Kalari is not only the use of weapons like urumi, some blade items and shield and shield, sword and sword. So it is also a practice to make our body flexible. So can I show some?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, thank you, sir. If you are interested, you also can.
First, let me see what you're doing before
Okay.
you trick me into.
So, sir, first I am showing Guru Vandana. So in Kalari, we are starting Guru seeks Guru's blessing. So,
Right.
Okay.
Venu, you're going to join? Huh? Dean, you want to join?
And floor, and then we then we seek our permission from our Guru. So, did you want to join?
Do you want me to do that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but you know, I'm not going to do it alone. So, Dean, you also please come. Venu also come. Can I put on the shoes?
Oh, yes. I have one question you, sir. So, very energetic person, you know.
But martial art I do is completely different system.
Okay.
You want to try some of that?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, what is your message to the younger generation who interested in martial arts?
Most people who do martial arts, it's explained as self-defense. You know that you're trying to defend yourself from somebody who's attacking you or some sort of a threat. But in fact, martial arts is not that. Martial arts is about discovering yourself and about understanding how you react to different things. So I think it's a very powerful thing, and there are many different ones. By the way, it is said that the mother of all martial arts is Kalari. I don't know. I do Japanese martial art. Actually, I do 2 Japanese martial arts, and both of them would say that there's a lot that they have got from Kalari. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
I hope you loved it. It is something very celebrated in Kerala, Kalaripaita. So we started with that. Yeah.
But in Kalari, you need a lot of flexibility.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so I'm not that flexible.
No, you are.
I'm not that much.
No.
In the martial art that I do, you don't need so much flexibility.
But we were
So she's very flexible.
Yeah, love that you enjoyed. So next, can we go with the next question?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, please. So
You're in charge.
Yeah, I've given the in charge.
Blank check, do whatever you want.
Yes. So next, we'll go with Steffi. Steffi is here. Come on.
Namaste, Ragulji. My name is Steffi Shaji, first year BSW student. Your flexibility is so good. And your flexibility is so good. And I ask just one question. So you have to closely connect with the peoples of Kerala, especially as a representative of Wayanad. And what is your perception about Kerala and its people? And what role do you think the youth of Kerala can play the shaping of future in India?
I spent 5 years being a member of parliament from Wayanad. And I used to visit Kerala a lot before that. But I had never actually gone in detail about Kerala. And I had never really tried to understand in depth what Kerala is. And I learnt a lot from the people of Kerala and also the people of Wayanad, especially the people of Wayanad. I was very surprised. When I first arrived there, there was a big landslide and a lot of people had died. And I was very surprised at the reaction of the people to that landslide. In fact, I was very impressed by it. Because even people who had lost everything, they were more interested in helping other people. So it was quite amazing to see that somebody who's lost his family, lost his house, he's interested in helping somebody else. And it didn't matter what community that person was from, whether they were rich or poor, what religion, none of that mattered. It was that there's a problem and all of us have to get together to solve the problem. I found that to be a very powerful thing. I think you have a very old tradition here. Before coming here, I went to a function commemorating Narayana Guruji. And you have a very deep tradition here, your own history, your own traditions that are very valuable to the rest of the country. And you should always operate within that framework, within your tradition, your culture, your language. There's a lot to learn from the outside world, but you must always be rooted to your own way of life, your own tradition. And then you can learn things from others. Of course, you people have made us very proud. Wherever you go, I've traveled a lot in the Middle East, and the only thing one hears about the people of Kerala is praise. You never hear anything negative. You're always hearing praise about the work you do in hospitals, how you look after people, the respect. So that's very nice. That's very nice to hear. I've also dealt with, sometimes my mother falls sick. We take her to hospital, and then there's the Kerala nurses there. So I've dealt with them directly also, and I know their magic. So those are the type of things that Kerala brings to the country. I'm quite impressed by your auditorium. When we were in college, when we were in school and college, we didn't have these chairs, these comfortable chairs. Huh? Very, very nice facilities here.
Thank you, sir. It's a great happiness to hear so. So, can we go with the next?
Yeah, you don't have to ask me, just
Yes,
go.
okay. So, yeah, he spoke about Kerala and we are more energetic now. So, next we'll go with Angela. She's here. Yeah, come on, it's your turn.
What's her name?
Angela. Angela.
Angela.
So good afternoon, Rahulji.
Good afternoon.
Myself, I am Angela. I am a first year student at the Bachelor of Business Administration department here. So you have spoke about Kerala, and thank you for speaking about us. So my question is that you have been here, you have been in Kerala for 5 years, right? So I think you will be familiar with Malayalam. Can you speak some Malayalam?
I mean, I'm not familiar with Malayalam at all. I can say Nandri. But I'm not particularly good at picking up languages. My sister is the expert in picking up languages. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Do you remember a famous meme way back when? Like, I don't know if you guys remember, but a few years before, there was a very famous clip involving Rahul Gandhi, and the clip was Taire. So in summation, he was in a village. That's crazy, he doesn't remember this because I remember this so vividly. In fact, we were talking about it in the mess hall yesterday. So, can you say that again? Can we recreate that moment?
I don't remember it properly, so you tell me.
Well,
I have a lot of memes done about me, so I don't remember them all. I got some good ones and some bad ones.
Well, what's your favorite one then?
I don't get into really. I'm not a big person who gets into looking at memes and what sort of. I don't like looking at myself on camera. It's not.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
But I guess by the end of the session, we will definitely recreate a meme, to make our college more famous, make this event more memorable. I shouldn't have blurted that out. Anyways, moving on to the next question.
What is like a sentence which you often hear in Kerala? Any Malayalam sentence which you often hear from anybody? Any word?
Generally I will speak in English, and most of the time I'll have somebody translating. So mostly it's much more emotional contact than what people are saying, right? So it's physical contact, emotional contact, more direct love and affection than what is being transmitted by words.
Great insight. It means that language is never a barrier.
Well,
Yes.
if you know where to look, it's not a barrier.
Great.
Yeah.
That's a great answer.
In fact, you see, I used to be told this, and I never quite understood it. But actual communication between human beings happens outside language. It happens in how you meet each other, look at each other, how you connect with each other. That's much more powerful than the language that you're using. I wouldn't have believed that. I wouldn't have believed that 10 years ago, but I've come to realize that that is true.
Because why that question states to be important is from students from a remote location, they're always frightened to go study in a better institution, thinking language is a great barrier. Because how we'll communicate, how we'll go ahead without knowing proper language, how can we go communicate, how we'll get better education. So somewhere in the category of barriers from people from remote location, language is one among that.
Yeah.
That is why.
But society likes to do that, right? So society likes to say that, oh, if you speak this language, you're better. Or if you do this activity, you're better. Or if you're an engineer, you're better. But really, everybody is unique. Everybody does their own thing. So there are many brilliant institutions that might not be known as brilliant. And there might be some brilliant students sitting in institutions that are not that brilliant, but they're doing just fine. They're doing very well. And then there might be some not so brilliant students sitting in a brilliant institution and going nowhere. So I think it's much more important than where you're sitting is how you're responding and how you're thinking about what you're doing, But yes, you don't want a country where people are uncomfortable because they can't speak a language, or because they are speaking a particular language, or because they believe in something and they don't believe in something else. You want a nation where everybody is comfortable, everybody can aspire, everybody can want to do whatever they want to do. She wants to do cutlery, she should be allowed to do cutlery. Tomorrow if she says, I don't want to do cutlery and she wants to do something else, should be allowed. But in our country, there's quite a lot of rigidities. So society will say being an engineer is good. Nobody's actually experienced what being an engineer is like, but they've already decided that that's good. Being a doctor is excellent. Being a cook is not so good, according to our society. But if you're passionate about it, that's the best thing for you, right? So I'm a person who believes that all our students are unique. None of you in this room are the same, which means that you should have a unique path. You should be allowed to choose whatever you want to do. I'm not saying that, don't listen to anybody. You listen to everybody, and then in the end, you have to decide for yourself. If you like being a cook, you like being a runner, you like being a musician, you like dancing, you like doing cutlery, you should do it.
Great insight. It will motivate a lot of students.
No, because society is always telling you, there's a competition, you all have to compete, you all have to become engineers, you all have to become doctors. And then afterwards you're miserable. Because maybe you didn't want to become a doctor. Maybe you wanted to play football, or maybe you wanted to do something else. So that pressure, you should resist that pressure. You should say, I'm an individual person. I'm going to make my decision what I want to do with respect to everybody. But if I'm passionate about that, then I want to do that.
Great, thank you. Yeah, give a big hands, because that will motivate a lot of us, obviously.
But you agree with what I'm saying?
Yes.
You agree with it, right? How many of you feel that you're forced to do things from a job perspective that you may not want to do? Right? You don't have to be shy. Lift it properly. Yeah. So there are people. There you are. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a great insight. See, they are picking from that. It will be a big motivation, actually. So coming
Because eventually you'll only be good at something that you like doing. If you don't like doing it, you will not be good at it. So it's much better to choose what you like doing and then do it.
exactly,
Yeah.
that is
But,
so much true.
I have a question there, because even then, pursuing what you like, it's a privilege. In our country, let's say you're the only son, or let's say you're one of two children in your household. Maybe you're not so financially privileged. What if they need this child to do this job to live a dignified life? What if they don't have the freedom to go somewhere else, find out them, discover themselves? You know, have that freedom, have that safety net.
Yeah, so even if, regardless of what you're doing, you still have the ability to engage in it in whichever way you want. You will decide that, right? So that freedom you will always have. And human beings, especially young human beings, are very, very imaginative and very powerful, right? So obviously everybody operates in constraints. Person who maybe doesn't have electricity in house, you might say, well, you know, he doesn't have electricity in his house, so he can't possibly study. How's he going to compete with somebody who has electricity in his house? But no, there are millions of people who are like, no, actually, I don't have electricity in my house. I'll still study. I'll use a candle to study. So I don't undermine human capability, right? Of course, there are constraints, and you work with constraints, and some people work with a lot more constraints than other people, right? I was half joking when I said, this is a wonderful auditorium. In my mind, I was also thinking, wow, there are many, many kids in this country who would never be able to sit on a seat like this, right? Wouldn't have the institution to give them this auditorium. So it's our duty as people who work to build the country to make sure that those people have this type of an opportunity.
So moving to the next question, it's Jacqueline. Yep.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Jacqueline Marian. I am a PS English student. I am very honored to just talk with you. So, Rahulji, the question I want to ask Rahulji is, what is not uncomfortable truth about Indian politics that every young people must be aware before they get into public life?
I guess something that children should know.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to be a politician, it's an unpleasant job. It's not a pleasant job. If you want to do it seriously, and if you have certain value system, it's a very difficult job. So you should only do it if you're serious about it, and be ready that you're going to suffer quite a lot and get beaten up and pushed around. If you're doing it for the right reason. If you're doing it for the wrong reason, then it's easy. Then there's no problem. So that's the decision you have to make. Am I doing it for myself? Am I doing it for benefiting myself? Then you have one other path. And then you say, am I doing it to benefit or defend certain ideas or certain values? Then the path is completely different. One is unpleasant, difficult path, but you learn a lot and you're actually quite useful. The other one, easy path. You might not learn that much. Maybe you'll have a big house, a lot of money. So these are two paths. So you have to make a decision which one. You cannot go on one and then suddenly go on the other. If you go on this one, then that one is blocked. And if you go on that one, then this one is blocked. That's really the decision. Are you thinking of joining politics?
I don't know what exactly I'm supposed to answer. to that?
You can say no or you can say yes.
Balanced.
Balanced. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
But in my experience, when I first joined politics, the general thing that people say, right, that in politics you cannot be honest. That's how they say it. And I refuse to believe that. So I am testing the idea